The first of all, thank to Kaggle and the hot team for making this great competition. I'm very enjoyed. I'm Ken, and I'm today excited to say my solution that won the fifth place on Konwinski Prize. First, to the again first I will give you some background information on myself. Then I will summarize my solution. Then I will go into three main parts of my solution, and then my favorite approach. Finally, I will say some important things. Starting my background, I'm Ken. I'm an AI engineer at VSS State Organization of Vietnam, and a master student in robotics at Harvard University of Science and Technology. I have experiment with Kaggle combination about Unreal with some LM and machine learning combination. About it combination, I say it early, and when we don't have any team with positive score, so I became back to chat at that month after having the first non-negative public book, but I never thought I actually went. Like to summarize my solution. My solution have my solution have two steps: contact retrieval and pull LM generator deployed without any voting or testing. Really a short part of my full solution, but I have some random error when submitting, so I must create a simple version, and I will present it at last. And then with the model, focusing on this like detail Queen 7B and 14B Arabic version because it runs very fast. Without some submission, I will escape it on non-traceback program to focus on earlier parts. To summarize the time of my solution with contact reachable run very fast. I estimate it takes about 1 to 2 seconds for experiment. Generator deploy take about 17 minutes in public test with 3 try to solve problem and 3 problem skip because them don't have any checkback. When I will let me tell you how I set up the environment. In this comparison, we need a manual setup environment for experiment with input pip attributes and UV command setup. In first, I check the first command is underway create very environment, so I add but zero core able to make sure I can create a copy or record the environment after run setup. Then I append the install pytest exist command to run a pytest panel. At last, when environment setup is correct, I create a copy of it. Okay, I will explain why later. At last, I will run pytest for one environment to check the number of failed tests in the start environment. If you can see here, after setup, maybe environment will have some failed test status. For this process is done in background, I will combine it with not model and generator first solution to save time. Now go into more detail about my contact retrieval. We start with LM-based methods, but we have our public notebook this simple instruction for model to write the problem and return a notify and system. But it creates many wrong outputs. Now here you can see it return a wrong term not by actually it never exists in actual report. Or return very short or comma string like LL or return none. I'm sure with this term we never to find if you correct where code needs fix. And I have some wrong example it here. On this about I generator or the dipset detail queen 14 Adam queen in on bytes. Then everyone, I think everyone's contact retrieval via LM. We need very careful with prompt. Spectacle when order small model like 14 bytes. It's the reason for my direct byte poll is very fast. Okay, it here. My contact reachable is hard for submarine. First is panel error no code. From input is problem. I will check character like contain 5 ... in alipass and in x and in some function, or that I have an error and it draw index. As some we had the error 30 yes. With error is dictionary. With error is dictionary of function name and error index. Like I will send it to find new path function to try mark a path in the problem with current repo sector. A simple approach is I will reverse the file path, then like what file in repo have a longest map name with the R path. And after that, I will have a R to new path. Additionally, that map or path to new path nexus. With poll should check function. I take a search for x5 path. With x5 path index, I correct one line after 5 path round is the search for it. After combine with other 5 path and search dictionary, I will have the final 5 path insert term here. You can see it will exactly correct 5 path and insert term near to such. This different with many wrong here with many wrong LM by recommend such string. I have it challenge. Like my generator strategy. We have two ways to create a div pack directly generative div pack or get config marker from us. I not if we direct generator a div pack with and we have many fail packs. The most common error with number before and after again div packs. Ammonia decision vary any on how many rounds they remove and appended to fix the problem. But if we otherwise fail, it makes iterative like we need call answer before we write the solution. Currently, I actually write very complex function to try fix wrong number, but it never solve any problem. So I found a new way to generate pack with get config marker. For example, in here, the idea is pretty simple but very exception. That approach for custom models pay what near to replace and what in new course look like. Which are worry about like how it really dramatically. Okay, the next slide. Here my winning solution overview with environment setup and contact retrieval parents. And after have contact, I generate a pack for each problem. Because the pack in the same format, so I have more to split them to edit command and direct change code in the repo and commit. another debug will gather via command git diff dot and if I'm going is binary patch. And to charge final if I simple charge first byte to submission don't have any verify or testing. Okay, this is my winning solution, and like I want to present my failure approach that never score, and it here because has some random fail when I submit. I must create a simple version of it to submit, which is the version I presented. With the Python here, I have a code to handle non-traceback problem. The symbol I will model to try the character a code that can reproduce the error in the problem. Which a problem don't have error checkback, I will run as reproduce code. Then I will random and set checkback for echoes. Like you also model one more time to verify if if it output the product same problem like issue we have. Okay, if it return same problem with same error with our problem, I will send back it to get file query. It's the parallel error module I parent and solve it like have error checkback problem. After model generator GCM device, I will create a device and directly it into the copy repo. I remember I created a copy of environment when setup done. Here reason why I do this. With a device, I apply it to one copy environment and I will start rerun PyTest for this folder. Rerun PyTest. Because not only make sure the device can solve the current problem, it will not break any exit test case in the code. Now you can see it now here. After setup the environment, I will run PyTest in first time, and in exam I have a true fail test here. And after apply PyTest, we'll have true fail. Okay, that career is wrong the PyTest. Back to slide. My PyTest is the first filter. In the second filter, depict near past the reproduce cost. I will run error cost, and if it have and if I only choose the depict is the past the reproduce cost. Like a third filter is LM verification. To choose the best depict, I would simple injection for a model in the path to choose the final path. Okay, they are the three filters I want to depict. That is a simple chart for path my simple submission. In next slide, I will present in my important findings. Okay, I have three important findings here. I did not LME so hard to solve any problem without having checkback. That with small model like 14B model. Second, Git conflict marker is friendly with LM that restaurant of the direct. and that's the key important in my success.